Peace and blessings to the chosen. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim pushing his truth with sincerity. I'm the brother Yalad. And just wanted to go over oversharing in social media. I came across this post that said I should film my mental breakdown and post it online. The people in the comments are going crazy. The comments is just wow. Yeah, these emotional outbursts, right? What happened to the girl? What was it? What she say? Do you really hate me that bad? Play this real quick. Just.
No! Why?
This right here.
Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
So stuff like that, just you should just keep that to yourself. You know, we all go through things, and we need a little corner sometimes to really just let it out. But that's not something you post on those social media. So Proverbs 17:27 says, "He that had knowledge spareth his words. A man of understanding is of an excellent spirit." And that word "spare" in the Strong's, it says chasak or chashak, right? Chashak is to withhold, restrain, hold back, keep in check, refrain. It says to spare, to reserve, right? So this is something you hold back from the public. You keep that to yourself, and you find a little quiet space, a corner, and you go and you vent, and you let that go somewhere, and that's what a professional, how you say, man of understanding. It's a wise thing to do it that way. It will behoove you to not attract certain attention to yourself, right? Proverbs 17:28 says, "Even a fool, when he hold his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding." Now, a lot of these precepts that I'm about to bring out are really talking about people over talking, people doing too much with their words, and over speaking and doing too much with their mouth. But having control over your mouth and having control over outbursts, emotional outbursts, is two of the same things, right? Ruling over your spirit, as the scripture says, Ecclesiastes 5:1. Now this is when you start. This precept is when you start coming into the knowledge, coming into the faith as a newbie. It says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest into the house of Yahweh Shemel Shai," right? And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. And the sacrifice of fools is to say something foolish that you might regret, right? It says, "For they consider not that they do evil." Right? They consider not. They know not what they do. You may regret. You may feel bad about saying something incorrectly or saying something off. It says, verse 2, "Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For Yahweh is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few. And letting your words be few can save you a lot of trouble. It could save you from a lot of problems and conflict in your life, or so-called life, in this walk, in this pilgrimage that people call life. Right? Proverbs 18:6, a fool's lips enter in contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. Contention. Let's get that. It's 6th verse. Contention, strife, dispute, quarrel. Right? Problems, basically. You know what strife is? It's problems. Right? Disagreement, conflict, right? Says Riyadh in the Strongs for contention. If you keep certain things to yourself, you could save yourself a lot of contention too. Proverbs 18:7, a fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. Right? What they say, loose lips sink ships. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Yeah, so even a talebearer is like a gossiper. Can't keep secrets to themselves. Can't keep somebody else's business secret. Can't keep things to themselves. So a talebearer, the scripture tell you not to be like a talebearer, going around with people's tea, telling people business. But Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the brethren that are sincere in this ministry. Until the next time, Shalom.